What's up, guys? Bloodburger here. We're going to take a look at Kasumi from Dead or Alive. This is part 2 in a series of 3 Tecmo Dead or Alive characters. These girls are some of my favorite characters. I love them. They look great. The character design, Itagaki was right on when he created them. He considered them his daughters, which, I don't know, you might think that's kind of creepy. I kind of do. But they're just good characters. They have great design. They look good, and they fit inside of the genre that Tecmo is playing to. So with Helena, or Kasumi rather, I wanted to shoot for a little less busty version of Ayane. They pretty much have the same body, except Kasumi's a little bit smaller up top, so I went with that. This, in my estimation, I feel like this is probably one of the best Creative Souls that I've ever made. I think that she came out perfectly. The costume's dead on, the skin tone's dead on, the hair color's dead on. The face isn't where I wanted it to be, but it's okay. But just take a look here, and you'll see she came out really, really well. All of her parts are in place. The collar, the only one that fits snugly around her neck, had a bell on it. Not that big of a deal, so I went ahead and used it. Her shoes are not perfect, but they're really, really close. Weapon style, we're going to go with Kagegiri again. Anime. So let's dive into colors and see what we got here. She's a little bit darker than Ayane, so I wanted to represent that. I agonized over this hair color. Like, I wanted to get it absolutely perfect, and I think I got it pretty close. It took me like 10 minutes going back and forth over, which red I wanted it to be, but again, the perfectionist in me, like, I can't stop. So again, simple facial design, no makeup really. Keep it simple. Darken the eyebrows a little bit. Just a really good looking character. Like, she's definitely my favorite. Behind maybe, well, coming in at second rather, is probably Bayonetta. I like her a lot too. My favorite Creative Soul that I've made, rather. Not so much my favorite character. So basically, just gonna go white with a red trim. It's all there. You really don't have to do much work. This is one of the characters I think that Namco had in mind when they gave us this editor. It was like, hey, let's give them enough stuff so that they can make a perfect Kasumi. And yeah, it definitely works. She's got a lot of parts with more than one color. I like that a lot because you can really go into detail and make an accurate representation of the character. What I would really like to see is more layers, so that we can really get specific. Use of layers is important. A lot of characters can't be done correctly because we don't have enough layers to finish them off. But all in all, this editor is really good. I've been able to make quite a few accurate characters, as you've seen over the last few months. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Alright, so she's looking good. We just have to do a little bit of sticker work here on the front of her kimono. She has a pattern of cherry blossoms that kind of roll up the front of her kimono here. Closest thing I could get was this tree branch with a few cherry blossom leaves hanging on it. But you gotta kind of get creative, and this will actually work out. Drop it down a little bit, change the size, rotate it, play with it a little bit, and you can make something that actually looks decent. Then what we do is just add a layer of white to block out that layer of red at the bottom of her kimono, and it'll also cover up those leaves that are hanging out at the bottom there. So again, like, if you're creative, you can make pretty accurate stuff. Now, I made a mistake actually. I did not add that second white bar on the back of her kimono down here. At the bottom there should be another one. So if you're following along with the video, you're gonna want to put a layer of white on the back side as well. Not so much a layer of white, but another white square. She has some sort of marking on the back side of her kimono. I really couldn't tell what it was, but it was round, so I chose this. It works out fine. Most of the time it's going to be covered by her hair anyway, so it works out. I wasn't satisfied with the placement of the branch there, so went back in just to show off a little bit more of it, because it kind of comes from the left side, or her right side, all the way up to her left side. Just wanted to represent that. Again, I colored the blade of her twin swords. I colored them wrong, so you want to make that like a steel color if you're following along. And yeah, that pretty much does it for Kasumi. Good looking character. I like her a lot. I think she came out practically perfectly, outside of my mistake on the backside there. Or not so much my mistake, but my omission. I mean, look at that. It's like perfect. So yeah, hope you liked the video. Leave me some comments, subscribe, follow, thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.